Hi, I'm Jared with All Energy Solar in St. Paul. The City of Shoreview has been nice enough to invite me to discuss the topic of residential solar with you. Since we can't be in face-to-face contact right now, I've put together this video to cover the basics. If you'd like to learn more after watching this video, please contact me via phone or email. Here are the topics we'll cover in this video. Why solar? Why is it important? Where does our energy come from? There is urgency around when you sign up for solar and whether you're eligible for the current incentives that are available. The tax credit and rebate from XL are both time sensitive before they either decrease or run out. Does solar work in Minnesota? Some people think it's too cold and snowy. What do the finances look like? What's the cost? What are the rebates available? How long does it take to pay for itself? What's the environmental impact for an average residential system? And of course, I'll show you how to contact me for more information and see what solar could look like for you. Why is it important to install solar? As you can see, coal is still the #1 energy source in Minnesota, and every solar installation decreases that percentage. More residential solar installations will also force the grid to evolve, allowing a higher overall percentage of renewable energy, which is what will happen long term. Solar is the most abundant form of clean energy, with enough space on most homes to offset all of their annual consumption. Solar is affordable with the tax credit and the rebate available, and solar is the only way to get an ROI on the money you have budgeted for your energy. I mentioned earlier there's urgency around signing up for solar. Here's why. This year, there's a 26% income tax credit available. That's right, 26% of the overall cost of your system comes back to you from the federal government. To be eligible for that, the system has to be installed in 2020. If you wait until next year, it'll go down to 22%, and if you wait until after that, you'll miss it entirely. In addition to that, XL has a rebate that equals approximately 20% of your system cost. This is a limited pool of money, and it will run out before the end of the year. We don't yet know what next year's rebate will look like. On top of that, the state of Minnesota requires utilities to pay retail rate for electricity production. That means whether you use that energy in your home or you overproduce it and sell it back to the grid, you get a retail rate for it from XL. That's called the net metering law, and it's the most important piece of the favorable economics of solar. Does solar work in Minnesota? This is one of the most common questions I hear. It's worth pointing out that Minnesota holds a B+ grade from the solar industry. This takes into account our historical weather data and the amount of sun we get, as well as our local policies, the net metering law, electric rates, and the rebates available through XL. All Energy Solar has been in business for over 10 years, and we've installed over 2,500 systems in the state of Minnesota, 31 of those right here in Shoreview. We know how to estimate production annually. We account for snow, sunny and cloudy days throughout the year, and the specifics of your site. We'll give you a conservative estimate of what the system will produce, show you what financing looks like, where you can often exchange your savings on electricity for the payment on your system, and we'll also show you the return on investment, which is usually about 10 years on a home that has a good sunny space on the roof. If you're interested in finding out what solar would look like on your home, the next step is to schedule a free site assessment. Normally I would come to your house, go over this information in person, but we are responsibly practicing social distancing and are able to do virtual site assessments. I would take your last 12 months of electrical usage. We have some cool tools to figure out how much of that you'd be able to offset on your rooftop. I would then show a presentation of specific information to your home, including production, environmental impact, cost, incentives available, financing options, and return on investment. I wish I could have come and discussed this with you in person, but I do appreciate you watching this video. If you're interested in finding out more, you can call or email me at the phone number or email listed on the screen. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you, and be well.